morning, students. In our previous class, we have learnt about thundering and lightning, right? Also, in your previous class, you have learnt about cyclones. So, these are what? These are the natural phenomena, right? Which cause damage, right? To the human life and their property. Yes. Also, it is seen that these natural phenomena, it can be predictable to some extent, right? The weather department warn also, right? They can warn also if there is possibility of any thundering, right, or lightning. Also, it is seen that if there is thundering, right, so thundering is there is possibility of after thundering what follows? Lightning and cyclones. So we get the time to protect ourselves from these if there is going to be any cause of any damage, right? So, however, there is a natural phenomena which is not yet predictable, that is earthquake, right? An earthquake can cause a huge damage to the human property and human life, right? So we can see there is a major earthquake in India, that is in 26 January 2001 in Bhuj, right? And Bhuj district of Gujarat. So here earthquake caused a huge damage to the population of Bhuj. Similarly, 8 October 2005, in 8 October 2005 in Uri and in Tangdhan of North Kashmir causes a huge damage to the human population, right? So an earthquake can cause huge damage to the human population and their property, right? So class, what is our today's topic is? We are going to study about earthquake, right? So today's topic is earthquake. Earth, you all know, dharti, and quake means shaking, right? Bhukamp we can say. So today's topic is earthquake, and we are going to study about what is earthquake, how does it occurs, right, and how it affects the life of human, right? So, and what we can do to get safe from this damage, right? If there is going to be earthquake and there is damage going to happen. So the very first is, what is earthquake, right? What is earthquake? Earthquake is what? Yes. Earthquake is what? So earthquake is what? It is a sudden shaking. It is a sudden shaking or trembling of earth, right, for a very short time, right? What is an earthquake? How we can define earthquake? Earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling. Trembling is shaking, we can say bhukamp aana hai na. So earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling for a short period of time, right? And if we generally think why the earthquake occurs, so why it happens? It happens due to the deep disturbance inside the earth's crust. So the main cause is, we can say, main cause of earthquake is what is the main cause of earthquake? Is the disturbance deep disturbance in the Earth's crust. So class, here you can see that earthquake, right? This process is happening in what? Earth, right? So first of all, we need to understand the structure of Earth, right? So coming to the structure of Earth, right? So the outermost layer is called what? It is called crust, right? Then we have mantle, right? Outermost core, or we can say outer core, and the inner core. So student, this is the structure of the earth. The outermost part of the earth is called crust, right? And then afterward what it is? It is mantle layer, and then the outer core, and then inner core, right? Class, this is our structure of the earth. Also, our outer part, that is crust, it is not made up of only one part. It is divided into some plates, right? Or it is divided or fragmented into 9 plates. Yes. So when there is disturbance, like when there is collision between these plates, what happen? There is that cause the disturbance inside the earth, right? And because of that collision and that disturbance, earthquake happens, right? So this is the cause of the earthquake. Now students, we will study about some terms which is related to earthquake, right? So the very first term is hypocenter. So what is hypocenter? The point in the crust or in the mantle, the point in the crust or in the mantle where a sudden shift of rocks takes place, right? So that is called seismic origin or seismic focus or hypocenter, right? So what is hypocenter? It is like, if we will talk like this is a crust. So if earthquake happens, if there is shifting of rocks here inside the mantle or crust, so this is called what? Hypocenter, right? Or seismic origin or seismic focus, right? जहाँ पे वो center जहाँ पे जो है अर्थ उसकी rocks की shifting हुई है, right? So that is called hypocenter. The next we have shock waves. So what are shock waves? The waves generated in the lithosphere. Lithosphere means outer covering, right? So what happened when the earthquakes occurs? What happened? There is what happened? Waves get generate, right? So the waves generated in the lithosphere due to the sudden shifting of rocks are called shock waves, right? So those waves are called shock waves. The next we have epicenter. So what is epicenter? The point directly above the seismic focus of an earthquake where the shock waves reaches above the earth's crust is called epicenter. So what is epicenter here? So this point, right? So this is what? This is the what? This is the point of the crust, right? So the point, it is directly above the hypocenter, right? So here we can also say these are what? Waves, right? So this point is called epicenter. So what is the difference between hypocenter and epicenter? Hypocenter, right? When there is shifting of rock inside the crust or in the mantle of the earth, right? So it is inside the earth surface, and epicenter, it is above the earth surface, right? So this is the major difference. Now coming to the next, we have seismograph. So what is seismograph? It is the instrument which detects and then records the intensity of seismic waves generated by earthquake, right? So seismograph is what? That is an instrument, right, which is used to detect the intensity of earthquake. Like, also students, the power of an earthquake is expressed in form of the magnitude of scale, right? It means कि जो सिस्मोग्राफ हम इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज करते हैं अर्थक्वेक की रेंज को डिटेक्ट करने के लिए, लाइक, तो उसको हम किस स्केल पे करते हैं? उसको हम रिक्टर स्केल पे, RICHTER, रिक्टर स्केल, and that ranges between 1 to 7, right? So as I have in the beginning of the class, I told you there are two major earthquake happened in India in the past. That is 2000, right, in 2005, and that is in 2001 in Bhuj and in North Kashmir, right, in Uri. So they are greater than they are greater than 5, right? So here we can say when there is earthquake ranging from 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, we can say that there is no not that much destructions happen. But if the earthquake, right, if the range of earthquake is like 5 to 7, that may cause what? That may cause destruction, right? So these are our today's topic, that is hypocenter, shock waves, epicenter and seismograph. So class, today we did what? We have started a new topic of this chapter, some natural phenomena, and that is earthquake, right? And we have covered what is earthquake, then we have covered structure of the earth, and then there are some terms related to the earthquake. So I hope these all are understood to you all, right? So thank you so much class. Meet you in the next class. Thank you.